this asshole?
This guy is fucking stupid. Stand in front of a chick with a mouthful of animal dicks. I'm like, you can do it! You hang in there!
Stop eating, you fat bastard!
Shut the fuck up! I'm rich, biatch!
Eddie, what have you done for me lately?
If Jay Leno makes you laugh, chances are I don't care for you as a person.
Hey guys, how you doing? Will Green here. You're listening to the Tough Crowd podcast numero 3. We're here with Jamie.
Hello.
And introduce yourself.
I'm Julian, and I will be your co-host for this afternoon.
You're back, Jamie.
I am back after my short hiatus.
We're all together again. It feels whole in here again.
All in the family.
The family's back together.
Yeah.
Okay. Today we've got some Louis C.K., Chris D'Elia, Patton Oswalt, Eddie Murphy. Did you say before?
Yeah, we've got Eddie Murphy coming up,
and Patrice O'Neill. So it's jam-packed, full of comedic hilarity.
Lots of comedy goodness coming your way today. Aren't you lucky?
Yeah. Okay, let's get straight into it, I reckon. Louis C.K. we're going to start off with. Now, we've talked about him a lot. He's our favourite comedian.
We haven't actually played a clip from him, though, and it just seems silly because, as you said, he's our favourite comedian, and I think this next clip, just to preface it a little bit, is talking about how the human race has, in his eyes, turned to shit, and the beautiful people in the world get everything they want, while the maybe more intelligent, not as beautiful people are left to clean up after him, and he has a solution for this, and it's brilliant.
That's important because I think human beings are still evolving, and we're all responsible for that. So there's nothing less than the human evolution at stake when you act like an idiot. And if you are an idiot, you should be selected out. Not by a committee, but by lions. Like, there should be... Like, I saw this woman on a plane once. So I'm on a plane. This woman gets on the plane. She has red shorts and high heels and a little shirt. And she's like, you know, like, I swear if she had made a sound, it would have been like, yeah! Like, she just was... And she's got the bags, and they're way too wide to fit through the aisle. So instead of picking them up or going sideways, she just goes, and just walks away from them. And just... And there's the flight attendant who has like rubber shoes, just boring working woman, looks at her and she's like disgusted, but she picks up the bags for her and she follows her on the plane. I realize this woman's going to have men who want her and women who hate her helping her throughout her life. She's going to do okay even though she's worthless. There should be some element where she could maybe get eaten by a lion. Like, we need that. I think we need to reintroduce lions into human society as a variable. Like, we should breed lions and just set them loose in the cities and the malls. Every mall should have like 4 lions. And you don't know where they are. It might be Victoria's Secret or Cold Stone Creamery. You don't know. If there were lions around, everyone would have to be smarter and more interesting. You couldn't just be a fat pig and Carl's Jr. pigging out, because a lion might eat you. You have to be quick and graze and be nimble. You couldn't walk around looking at your phone because you might get mauled by a lion. You have to be sharp.
Louis. Classic Louis.
Love it.
How were you introduced to Louis C.K.?
I listened to a radio show on YouTube, Opie and Anthony, with Jim Norton.
Love that show.
And,
Great show.
Yeah, I listened to, there's a awesome, brilliant YouTube user who uploads the show pretty much every day.
Yeah.
And that's how I kind of got introduced to a lot of comedians. Jim, Louis C.K., Rich Voss.
Jim Jeffries?
No, Jim Norton.
Norton.
One of the co-hosts.
All right.
Who else? Yeah.
Was that the where he talks about consumerism?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
little clip where
Yeah.
he talks about
Yeah.
family businesses. And
Yeah,
how-
exactly. Yeah, there's like a 1 hour spiel on there that he did, and it was just brilliant.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
I like how he was hoarding gold for a while. Like he was going out and actually buying gold because he
Was
was
he?
worried about the downturn of the economy.
Was
He
he?
like, gold will always be worth something. So he's just got gold coins at home.
Oh my God.
He's waiting for the economy to shit itself.
That's classic. All right, now, over the weekend, something happened to you.
I was up late watching TV, as you do.
Yeah.
And $6 Million Man was on.
Yeah.
Which is a little... it's not our generation, but...
We have the technology.
There was nothing... God, that's so distracting.
Yeah.
I thought I'd watch it. There was nothing else on. Actually, I'm lying. There was other stuff on. I wanted to watch it. And...
That's the premise. Is it's like an Inspector Gadget kind of thing. Some
Yeah.
guy, he has like
There
$6
was an
million
accident.
surgery, and he gets repaired.
Exactly. And now he's faster, he's stronger, he's just better than
Superhuman
everyone.
kind of thing, yeah.
Exactly. And in one of the scenes, he was fighting a bad guy in an alley. And the alley, it was obviously not a real alley. It had been put together. It was a set.
Yeah.
And there was fake graffiti on the brick wall on this set. And...
Fake graffiti.
fake graffiti because it was just set, and the only graffiti on the whole alley, it just read fist.
Fist.
That was it. And it was probably like 3 a.m, and I was howling in bed laughing at
Just because of fist? Right, just because of the imagery that creates?
I pictured a crotchety old set designer. He was like putting the bricks together
Yeah.
and painting it, and then he had to come up with this,
A word. What do the kids write?
yeah, something like vulgar and
Yeah.
angry. And it was
Fist.
fist.
Just looked at his hand while he was going there. Oh, yes.
Like, I'm sure if he would have just written fuck if he could have.
Yeah. Fist. What do the kids write these days on those walls?
Punch.
They're
Punch. Wham.
Yeah, wham. It turns into an old Batman comic. It's just wham and then a star around it.
I love producers trying to just generalizing about the youth or whatever.
Yeah.
You know that taco ad, the one at the moment. It's like, for ages, one dilemma has troubled Mexicans more than any other:
Yeah.
crunchy or soft tacos.
Yeah, that's the least of that country's problems.
Have you heard of the Mexican Revolution? 900,000 people died in a war, yet still the biggest thing that faces Mexicans is crunchy or soft tacos.
I like
it's
how-
such a white man's interpretation of
Yeah.
Mexico.
I like how the country is pretty much run by drug cartels, and there's this small village just like,
Yeah.
soft or hard taco?
Yeah.
Where is this place?
No, your head will get cut off if you don't give money to people.
And the most insulting part, I think, is that this huge dilemma that Mexico's facing is solved by like a 6-year-old girl who goes, "Why don't we have both?"
Yeah.
You're like, is that
The
really
thing is-
like she just came to a medium in between both options, and that she's a genius? She's like hailed. They're full holding her
The
up. in
town
this
rejoices. There's confetti.
Yeah.
She's right. We can have both.
little 6-year-old for president of Mexico.
She'd win.
Yeah.
And the cartels would get to her.
Okay. so
Don't
what's
laugh.
going on next?
All right, what do we got next?
Chris
Okay,
D'Elia.
now I think it's my mission to bring more underground comedians to the forefront.
What are we going to
How
call this bit each
underground?
week? Will's Underground?
Yeah, underground comedy.
Yep.
Yeah. It's not really underground. He's pretty successful in America, in like the stand-up comedy circuits there, but he's not really an international success or hit yet. His name's Chris D'Elia. He's a really funny guy. He's a visual comedian. You know, like a lot of what he does, it relies on, you know, being able to see him. But this clip here, I think, is pretty good, and he talks about how black people can just wear whatever they want because they have so much swag naturally.
Everybody always makes fun of what I wear. I think it's because I'm white. You know what I mean? Like. So I wish I was black. I mean, don't act like black people can wear anything and nobody says shit about it, right? It's the truth, right? Like if I was walking down the street, I saw a black dude in full camouflage gear sucking on a pacifier with like fake wings on his back. Like I would not think, what a fucking degenerate. I wouldn't. I would just think, oh, apparently he knows some shit I don't know. Fuck it. Black people, they're the only race that can wear cartoons on their shirt, and that's considered like hardcore gangster shit, right? It's true, right? Like a black dude will roll up on you and be like, oh, boy, motherfucker. What up, player? Holla at your boy, motherfucker. Oh, wait, motherfucker. Y'all better recognize that's Dora the Explorer, motherfucker. Blues Clues, motherfucker.
So, yeah, bit of racial humour there.
I loved it. I never heard of him before.
He's one of the... Chris D'Elia, he's funny. Do you like it?
Yeah, I loved it. Yeah.
He's one of those comedians that appeals to black audiences, white comedians.
Yeah.
Because, there's only a few of them. I mean, like, the special that's taken from, I can't remember what it's called, but the entire crowd's pretty much black.
Oh, really?
And they, for some reason, they just go apeshit over this guy.
Yeah.
So it's Wayne Brady in reverse.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's like a... Yeah. But, yeah, I really like him. I think he's got some hilarious stuff.
All right, so now we spoke, I think, a bit last week about what can happen when comedy goes wrong, because it doesn't always go perfectly, does it?
Oh, well, of course not. No.
Most of the time it doesn't.
Most of the time it doesn't.
Well, if it's not funny, that's the thing. If it's not funny, then it's going bad.
Quite often you get one jackass in the crowd who thinks it's,
Yeah.
it's his big break. He's going to jump up and scream at everything. I remember...
Outwit the comedian.
Yeah, it was at a Chris Rock concert a couple of years ago. There's this woman in the crowd who just had to say something about every bloody thing.
It's not like you paid a lot for those tickets or anything.
No, not at all. No, not at all. It was her big break, and yeah.
For me, people who heckle are the same kind of people who leave YouTube comments. Who just have to have their opinion known.
The racist ones as well.
Yeah.
Or the ones that have thumbs up.
Yeah.
God, I hate those people.
Okay, let's play it.
All right, first one, we've got...
This is Jimmy Carr?
This is Jimmy Carr. Now, he is a British comedian, and he just dismantles this jackass.
Owns her. Is it him?
It's a him.
Oh, whatever. Owns.
Come on,
it.
Will.
Owns it.
All right, let's have a listen.
Yo, go on.
Your mum keeps calling me after the sex.
My dead mum keeps on calling you. At least twice. Right, she's barking up the wrong tree with you, isn't she? No, you're up for it. Well, that's lovely to hear. Not deterred by finding out she's dead. He's gone, yeah, I'll still do it, yeah. It is fine. I mean, that would seem like a rude thing to shout out. Your mum's up for it. But I don't mind at all, because I was warned that he was going to be here this evening. I knew you were going to be here because I was actually warned by your mum. No, seriously, she did. She warned me. She said... She said, my boy's going to be here, he'll show. He's a wrong and he'll probably shout something out. What a cunt. At least I think she was talking to me. I wasn't the only one there. And she had a mouthful. Go on, have another go. I do this for a living. I love it.
I don't understand what kind of person just finds the need to yell something out.
If you look at that clip on YouTube too, the guy, I mean, he looks like he bought a ticket just to yell something out, because he knows Jimmy destroys hecklers. There's clips on YouTube that are like 10 minutes long of Jimmy just going at hecklers.
Yeah.
And I think he just wanted to have some fun.
5 minutes of fame kind of thing.
Yeah.
When you think about it, it's just really plain your mum jokes.
Yeah.
But God, it's
But
hilarious.
it's just so funny.
Yeah.
Have you seen, have you watched the Louis TV show?
Yes.
Not Lucky Louie, the new one.
Yes.
Louis.
Yeah, definitely.
Have you seen the episode where there's that heckler in the audience?
The female
girl?
Yeah.
And she's, I'm just contributing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so
Contributing.
good, and he just cuts her down. He said to this heckler, he said, when you were born, someone was walking past and said, look, there's a cunt coming out of some cunt's cunt. And that was his shutdown. And this girl's just like
In the
mortified.
show, she comes up to him after the
afterwards.
show, and she's like, you can't say that to me. And then he has like a really poignant, beautiful moment where he's with other comedians and he's saying, you don't understand it. This is our life. This is all we have. And then you just come in and shit on it.
Do you like your life? He's like, of course I'm not a loser. Of course I like my life. And then he's like, well, that's the point. These guys don't like their life. They have 15 minutes a week where they get to like their life, and you ruin it. Man.
So shut up, bitch.
Yeah.
I'm just excited we said cunt.
Yeah.
It's a brand new world for us.
Well, let's open up.
Right, so what would leave that? Do you want to do that as like a heckler of the week thing?
Yeah, let's do it.
Sure, that sounds good.
Joe Rogan's going to kill it.
Yeah.
He's got some good ones.
We'll put him on the next one.
Okay, well, do you guys want to do this news story?
All right. We've got a breaking news thing here somewhere.
Okay. So worth it. Okay. A Kazakh public event descended into farce when organisers confused the national anthem for the Ricky Martin pop song "Livin' La Vida Loca." Dignitaries were stood in solemn silence, hand on heart, awaiting a stirring rendition of My Kazakhstan, at the opening of a skiing event. But as the sound system kicked into life, it launched instead into Latin hunk Martin's 1999 chart-topping hit, Livin' La Vida Loca.
Skiing is big in Kazakhstan?
I don't know if it's big.
They have skis?
It's there.
Yeah, they got like mountains and snow and stuff, don't they?
Really?
Yeah, Kazakhstan's like...
I'm ignorant.
Kazakhstan's one of the biggest countries in the world, I think. It's no, it is. It's huge. It's like after Russia or something, one of the biggest. And that's like the big thing. That's why it's so funny.
Well, those stats from the Kazakh tourism board or something? 'Cause I don't trust those. I don't trust
Look
those
it up. Go.
It was
Google
right under
now.
most glorious
It's
nation.
huge. Second best prostitutes. Yeah. So this is interesting because it's not the only time that their national anthem has been mixed up recently. A couple of weeks ago, at a sporting event, a shooting event in Kuwait, a Kazakhstani woman, won the gold medal, and she was standing on the podium, first place. And as she was about to sing her song, they played the Sacha Baron Cohen version, the Borat version, the spoof one, and extreme awkwardness, ensued. And the organisers said it was because they downloaded the wrong thing from the internet. But I just find it extremely interesting that in such close succession, there's been two stories where Kazakhstan's national anthem is getting fucked up.
What would you rather? You're standing up on the podium. You're about to receive your medal. It's the most patriotic moment of your life. Would you rather they play the Borat version or Livin' La Vida Loca?
Borat version.
Yeah?
Yeah.
For what reason?
Because it's hilarious and I have a sense of humour.
Oh, but Livin' La Vida Loca would be funny.
I guess it's funny in a different way, Livin' La Vida Loca.
I can imagine the guy. He's probably the same guy at both events. He's just sitting there. It's like, okay, I got to play the national anthem. Oh, isn't this fantastic? And after a while, you know what? Screw this! I'm going to put on something rocking. Gets out his records and starts pumping up some Ricky Martin.
Liven up the awards ceremony.
The only gay Kazakh.
try to slide him in.
Fuck everybody. Today I come out.
Okay.
He was later executed.
Put down. Okay, Patton Oswalt.
Patton Oswalt. All right.
I love Patton.
Yeah, are you going to introduce him?
I'd love to. People might know Patton. He was on the show. Name eludes me every time.
Which one?
King of Queens.
King of Queens.
Yes, he was in King of Queens.
United States of Tara.
Yes, he's in that as well.
He's in both seasons of that.
He's in the States. He's quite an established comedian, but he started off as I guess, an alt comic, alternative comic.
Yeah.
I think in San Francisco he started.
Yeah,
could be wrong. But in recent years, he's gotten really big success. He still hasn't really hit over in Australia, but he's quite big in America now. And the clip we're about to play is his view on religion and how it came about, and the disputes between religions. Skycake.
No one invented religion would be fucked right now. Because at the dawn of man, civilization was the biggest and the strongest. And that's as far as we were going to go. It was whoever was the biggest, fucked, killed, ate anything they wanted. That was it. Civilization was a huge psychopath with a club going, I'm going to have rape for dinner. That was it. That's as far as we were going to go. And then, one of my ancestors, some weakling, said, look, there's no way I can beat that guy. But what if I trick him into thinking that if he doesn't kill and rape people while he's down here, when he dies, there's a magic city in the clouds, and he can go up and have all the cake he wants. Now, that's not a very well-formed plan, but he went and told the big psycho, and the psycho heard that and said, I like cake. Boom! There you go. That was the beginning of civilization. Now we can work on fire and writing and agriculture. That's religion. It's the old sky cake dodge. It worked. But, and by the way, things were great for a while. But then what was happening was that shit was going on all over the planet. they would just use different desserts. They would tell them about sky cookies or sky pie or sky baklava. So as each of these civilizations grew, they'd build ships, they'd go visit each other, and the one guy would walk off the boat and go, "Hey, did you hear the good news about the sky baklava?" And the first guy went, "It's cake, motherfucker, you're dead!" And then, oh my God, there were the dessert wars. It was a nightmare. They were just killing people. It got so bad that every now and then some dude would show up and go, "Hey, I got good news. There's cake and pie and cookies and for everyone. We can all share." And people said, "Nail him to a fucking cross. It is only cake."
Interesting view. I love it though.
Yeah, it's good.
Do you guys have you heard of Patton before?
Yeah.
King of Queens, but didn't know he did stand-up, actually.
Yeah, he's got some really good stand-up.
Yeah, his last 2 specials were amazing.
Does he have 2 specials?
He has...
How many specials does he have?
He has 3. No, he has 4.
Does he?
He has 4 albums.
I didn't know he was that big.
He is. He was... I guess in America they have, especially in LA and San Francisco, there's a big alternative comic scene. Yeah. And
he's not really that alternative though.
Kind of. He started off that way, and that's that's his crowd.
What do you mean by alternative?
Well, he's not like a Louis C.K., a Bill Burr. They would sell out theaters. Well, I guess Patton would too. Now that you say that, I don't know. He started off that way.
He started off more alternative.
Yeah, but now he's definitely like he could sell out a theater, no worries.
Yeah,
like the same kind of theater as Louis would.
He's more clean cut than a lot of comedians. You know, he could be daytime television stuff. You know,
he is filthy. He has some filthy stuff. Yeah. But I'm just trying to decide whether I think he's mainstream or not. I don't know.
What do you think? What are you thinking of that? I got one question. I mean, alternative comedy. I mean, I thought we were all under the one. But excuse my ignorance, but I mean, you got music, different music genres, and then you've got alternative, like alternative rock, alternative hip hop.
Yeah,
and those are more defined. I mean, what exactly does define an alternative comedian? Like, he doesn't get up with mascara and dressed in black and black fingernails, does he?
Well, Eddie Izzard does that, doesn't he?
Eddie, yeah, and he's pretty mainstream.
He's pretty alternative.
No, but.
He is.
Are we judging mainstream or alternative based on success or based on material?
Material.
Okay.
That's what they do.
Yes.
It's like a genre of music.
Okay, because Eddie Izzard's a rich man, but he's
very rich.
His material would be alternative.
Very alternative.
Yes.
He did that. What's that big? It's in Hollywood. That big outdoor arena.
Hollywood Bowl.
Hollywood Bowl.
Yeah.
He sold that out, man. Sold it out.
It's pretty good.
It's huge.
Especially
That's
for an English comedian.
Yeah, like some of the greats have played there, Hendrix and stuff, and he's competing on the same level as those guys.
He's great too. I love
Hendrix, Mayer, and a guy in drag doing comedy.
Yeah,
I think with a lot of alternative comedy, I find it's crap for a different reason. Like mainstream comedy, if you're a mainstream comic and you're crap, it's often because you're hacky and you love airline food.
Yeah, what's to do with airplanes?
Yeah, but alternative comedy is sometimes it's just like 2 lesbians on stage playing acoustic guitars singing about fruit or something, like just something left of field, not really interesting, but people are like, how wacky is this?
Yeah. What do you think of Mighty Boosh? Do you like Mighty Boosh?
I didn't mind it. Is it still on?
No.
The show?
No. Noel Fielding. You know Noel Fielding?
Yeah.
He's got his own show now, a new one. A little skit show.
What's it called?
I don't know. Noel Fielding's, I don't know, something.
Okay. I liked the show when it was on.
Yeah.
I wasn't a fanatic by any means.
No. It's funny, but it's kind of like too weird, especially this new one that Noel's doing. It's like, yeah, we get you're different and weird. Don't play it too much. There's still got to be some content behind it.
Exactly,
There's got to be something funny behind it.
Is he flashing the neon sign, I'm different and zany? Or?
Yeah, kind of. Have you seen his stand-up, though, Noel Fielding?
No.
I think we should put him on because he's got some pretty funny stuff. And Julian Barat, who's his co-creator.
Yeah, we'll have both of them next week. We'll have some clips.
Yeah, they're very weird, though. They're very strange. Look, I think that's pretty much all we have time for.
Yeah.
We gone overtime this time, but we'll try and edit that down. Thanks for listening, guys. Tune in every week and follow our page on SoundCloud if you liked what you heard. Will Green Podcasts, Will Green _podcasts. Go Tough Crowd. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Been a blast.
See you next week.
I'm a banana. I'm a banana. I'm a banana. Look at me, man. I'm a banana. I'm a banana.
Just shut the fuck up and get a job.